Our biggest source of pain, emotional pain, in the body is negative beliefs and limiting beliefs inside of ourselves. And when we begin to change them, we begin to free ourselves of the entanglement and, in fact, the pain of them. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about how we can change our negative beliefs. So, in order to change our negative beliefs, we first must be aware in the sense that I am holding on to negative beliefs, and we all are. It seems to be the main one in this human realm is the one of I'm not good enough, and that's passed down to us by our parents. We're trained, like we train a dog, to believe these things about ourselves to be true that aren't actually natural to us. It's in the letting go of them that we free ourselves up inside with this wonderful, glorious energy that we lost as a kid through these beliefs inside of ourselves, and now we gain that power back by removing them. It's what makes life fun and worth living again, in a sense. So first of all, we must be aware that pain is being created in the system. Well, why is that there? Well, it's because I'm thinking things and believing thoughts to be true, like I'm not good enough or I'm not worthy of love, that then create that pain inside of ourselves. So firstly, what's a belief? Well, I think it's fair to say that a belief inside of ourselves, it is something that's trained into us through our parents and through our peers, but once it's trained into us and we believe it, it's just a thought, isn't it, that we keep thinking a lot. If I think I'm unworthy, I'm unworthy, I'm unworthy, loads and loads and loads and loads, well, 5 years down the line, that becomes a belief solidified in me through an emotional manifestation of pain, isn't it? Depression, oh gosh, that's why I couldn't get that girl, because of this belief inside of ourselves. But a belief is just a thought that we think a lot. It's a practiced vibration in that sense. So why do we want to change these beliefs? Well, I think that's kind of obvious, isn't it? The beliefs inside of us are what cause that sadness, that depression inside of our minds and inside of our bodies, in that central line of our body. And so it's really pays for us, it's an investment in ourselves to find out what on earth these beliefs are, because they're causing us pain and therefore they're holding us back from living the life that we really desire to live. We know the negative beliefs make us feel disconnected, off-centre, wonky, and if they continue for a long period of time, the medical sciences would then diagnose you with something, isn't it? But really it comes down to beliefs, and there's nothing wrong, with going to the doctors and saying, look, I have this depression going on, and taking some pills for it. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But until we change the root, which is the belief inside of it, the pain is going to continue. So whilst the serotonin levels in the body that we take from the drugs might elevate the system, they're always going to be there to be dealt with if those tablets wear out, for example, or they no longer work in us, or we stop taking them. So it's very important to find these beliefs if we want to be free of these things, depression and anxiety and stuff. So how do we change them? Well, lots of the spiritual community say that you meditate and you close your eyes and you have a look and see what it is that's causing these beliefs. And though that is very, very beneficial, I've been on this journey just for a little moment now, and I've begun to realise that in fact meditation for me does not change my beliefs. It helps me become aware of what's going on inside of myself, and that's a great thing. It's a great skill to have, to have that larger awareness inside of ourselves, to be really understanding of ourselves, and that does come through meditation. But to change the beliefs, we need actions. For example, Abraham Hicks might say it's called focus. We need focus, and that's true. And action doesn't mean acting out of alignment. It means connecting to meditation, getting that inspired feeling to go and talk to that girl, and then creating the action to do it. Sometimes the meditation can become the avoidance of doing the action that in fact will create the release of that belief. For example, if I believe I'm unworthy of love, and I meditate and I focus and I become very aware that that's the belief inside of me. But then I get an inspiration to go and talk to that girl and I don't do it. I reinforce that negative belief of I'm unworthy. Why? Because my actions have just said, oh, I could have done it, but I didn't do it because I think I'm going to get rejected. So the meditation doesn't change the beliefs, it's the actions that do. Now, don't act out of alignment. Don't try and force yourself into these positions, though you can. But you might get yourself hurt. So we have to but we have to cultivate that inspiration to go and do it inside of ourselves. And that comes through the intuition. And to connect really deeply to the intuition, and then to live our life based upon the feelings that the intuition gives us, is a surefire way to make sure that we never, ever, 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 ever get hurt again. It's that inner guidance system that all of the spiritual teachers talk about. And I know this from my experience. The meditation will bring the idea, the inspiration to act, but it's in the action that the beliefs change. Why? Because when we do it from that inspiration, from that intuitive feeling, and then we go and talk to the girl, that feeling was the inner intuitive knowledge that everything was going to be okay. And then the belief changed because we realised, oh right, well maybe I am worthy of love, but it came through the action, not through the meditation, though the meditation was a very, very, very important part of that process. So how do we get to the point where we're attracting experiences to ourselves so that we can change the beliefs? Meaning, how do we get ourselves into a position where a girl is there in front of us that we can talk to? I'm just talking, it could be anything, it doesn't have to be a girl. It could be absolutely anything. How do I get over my fear of heights? Well, I jump off a high building and notice that everything was fine. Not a high building, because that would not end well. But like a diving board, that's how I go and work that out inside of me. I couldn't do it from the meditation, but the idea might have come from the meditation. And then that might be what attracts me to the experience of me being inside of a pool with the opportunity in front of me by some guy saying, hey, do you want to jump off that? That's how we attract the experience. But how do we do that? Well, we connect to presence, to what we call in yoga, dynamic stillness. If you close your eyes and you just feel that inner feeling of the body, this is what we're talking about. Because if you have a look, there aren't actually any beliefs here. It's just peaceful, it's just tranquil. And by connecting to that, thanks to the law of attraction, we show the universe that I want to attract circumstances towards me to help me feel beliefless more often. Because being beliefless feels nice, because beliefs inside of ourselves and outside of ourselves be very, very, very dangerous. I mean, like religions, not knocking religions, wonderful, but huge atrocities have been done because of beliefs rather than having that experiential knowing of religion, rather than just believing in something. I hope I'm not treading on people's toes. I might be, so I apologise. Love you so much. So how do we attract that experience to us? To uproot the beliefs, we must, in a sense, meditate. But it's not about meditation. This is why we do yoga, because meditating, you'll see, and meditation, I know this from my experience, is very hard to do if we have a really loud mind. Meditation is a state of being that's earned through yoga. It's not something we do, if this makes sense. And that's why we do the sadhana. Sadhana just means your daily yogic practices that bring about the highest aliveness of energy so that we just feel great inside. And it's from that great feeling and our connectedness to it that we attract circumstances to uproot those beliefs that hold us away from that nice feeling. And this is how the law of attraction really works in this circumstance. If you're interested in doing some yogic sadhana, you're more than welcome to sign up down below for the free breathing practice. It's absolutely free. It will take your email, but it's absolutely free to sign up for. You'll get sent the video, it'll sign you up to my website, and you can do the practice, and that will begin to do some of the work, but it won't do all of the work. It will teach you what dynamic stillness is and how we can connect to it, but it won't do all of the work. And then the next stage, should you wish, is to do the one-to-one coaching. That doesn't have to be coming from me, because us spiritual people are all speaking the same message. It doesn't have to come with me, it can come with anyone. But if you're here, then I do offer it just in case you want it. You're more than welcome to sign up. You have to apply, and I don't have many spaces, I have to be honest with you, because I've been whisked off my feet with it, which has been great. It's tiring, I must tell you, but it's been absolutely great. So if you wish to sign up, you're more than welcome to down below. As well, there's a free community for people, like-minded people that are going through an awakening experience and don't have anybody to talk to. That's free, and that's down below as well. So really, to change our negative beliefs, we must find that state of being, presence, dynamic stillness, that's natural to us, that is beliefless inside of ourselves. And by connecting to that vibration inside of ourselves, law of attraction will bring more of that vibration towards us. Now that might get painful to start with, because it will be attracting to you circumstances so that you can become very aware of the negative beliefs inside of you. So it might lead to some pain emotionally, but it's only happening for a good reason, so that we become aware, oh, that's causing me pain. Well, what is it that I'm doing inside of me, so that I can clear it? Also, this is why we do the yoga, because it helps speed up the process so much. I hope this video helps. I hope that you're, and I know you are, willing and ready to change your beliefs, and yeah, mad love to you if you're on this journey, because you know the world is changing, and we could see that the world needs more heart-centered people in it, people that really care, people with compassion. And so thank you for doing that work, because that's what it's about, isn't it? So that we can uplift the world slowly. And so thank you for playing your part in that. I hope this video helps, and have a lovely day.